we are going to be talking about players. We are going to be talking about players. At this point, are Chelsea players ready to play for this club? Or are they tired? Or they don't just like the project? Or what? Just how will I put it? How will I put it? But before we push forward towards everything we want to discuss about, please do it to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because we give you trending football update and 100% Chelsea.
Have you put it well?
How will I put it? Are they tired of playing football for Chelsea? Or are they tired of the projects? Are the players tired of the projects?
Okay, let me...
And sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
And I want to ask all of this so that we can... And not only that, inside the players, I want to pick out two.
Okay.
You will still talk about general players, but I'll pick out two. Or should we first of all finish with the...
Okay, let's finish with this one.
Oh, yeah.
So that you don't forget the question. Okay, first of all, to answer some of these questions and to discuss it further, these players are first of all human beings. And let us look at things from the perspective of being a human. You're a human being. And you see what is going on. You're a professional footballer. You are used to a particular... I'm talking about Maresca right now. At some point, they brought in a coach for you. And that coach was able to build a certain relationship with that coach.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying, forget about the playing style and the tactics. I'm talking about real human relationships.
Yeah.
Imagine two of us, they shoot. It's this like the third year or so.
Yeah.
We'll be shooting together. And tomorrow, maybe you just tell me, oh, Dave, I'm moving to US, I'm moving to UK. Somebody else will be here to pair with you in the shooting. Now, normally, yes, I would want to say, okay, let me vibe with the person, but it's not going to be the same with you. It cannot be the same with you. Now, I'm speaking from the lens of you being a human being. I'm not even going to the football aspect.
Yeah.
Now, that is why I started with the fact that these players are first of all human beings, because they had this same relationship with Maresca. Maresca had built this level of trust, putting this bravery into the boys. The boys were used to their gaffer. And to crown it all, he won things for them. And all of a sudden, we heard that he was sacked. Because now I'm putting the word sacked. Before I used to say Maresca left, but it's clear to us that he was obviously sacked. As a human being, the first question you should ask yourself is, how would you react if you're a player and you're a human being? I have given an instance. Somebody that you are used to left. And even the way he left, he didn't leave in a conducive way. He left with so much... Like, he left with disagreement with the club. No matter how you want to paint it, forget all the professional statement Maresca put out there. He wasn't happy that he left Chelsea.
I guess those are all PR.
Of course, it's always.
That is what the club they normally do.
Even the reaction of the players that you are seeing, the reason why they are not saying it the way they are saying it. Look at Enzo now. Enzo just talks small things and see the way they don't punish him. If the players are given freedom to express themselves in their most vulnerable way, they will say things the way it is. And it is obvious that they are not happy. They are not happy. Yesterday I watched Caicedo and I was like, bro, this is not the Caicedo I know.
Let's go. You want us to go there?
I'm just giving an instance. This is just an instance so that it doesn't look as if I'm confusing you with what I'm saying. The players are not happy. Maybe not all, because some just came in.
Okay.
We had some that just came in this summer. But most of them.
Especially the leaders.
Yes.
And once the leaders are not happy, what do you expect?
It will spread throughout the team, to spread to the team. Because they are the ones who motivate the boys, who gives them the ginger. This is where you are playing. They set things right. And if they are not happy, how do you want the football to go? So to answer your question, I will say it prompt and plain. the Chelsea players they are looking very tired of whatever that is going on in the project and whatever, and this is why you hear rumors. I don't know if it's rumor or speculation that they told James and Cucurella that before they sign their new deals, that they are going to get proven players. Like it was part of an agreement from their contract. It's speculations. I'm just saying.
It's part of the agreements.
It's that's real, eh? So you can see to tell you that the players are concerned. They're concerned because fine, I'm professional. I want to play, but only me no go fit do all the work. I'm not a Superman.
That's true.
Even the Messi and the Cristiano Ronaldo, these guys had quality star-studded players that played with them. I could imagine prime Cristiano Ronaldo playing for Leicester City. Let me not even use Leicester City. Imagine prime Ronaldo playing for Wolves. Imagine prime Messi playing for Coventry. They might score a lot of goals, but will they win the league? I don't think they would be able to win the league. Because as much as they are good in themselves, they cannot do the whole work. They will not leave the striker they are playing and go and defend. They will not leave the striker they are playing and go and play midfield. Everybody has a role to play. What am I trying to say? If you don't get quality players to play around your best player will seem as if he's useless. And at some point, because he wants to win, he will not be happy, just like what is happening now. And they will not be hinting small things of them leaving, just like Enzo. And you know the funniest part, people are now hitting on Enzo. Of course, people hit on Enzo. Enzo said this, said that. It is I'm sure that there are a lot of other Chelsea players that are feeling the way Enzo is feeling. Just that they have not voiced it. The fact that they are not saying it doesn't mean that it's not there. That's why I keep telling people that Enzo is not your problem. Enzo is not your problem. The fact, if I not talk something, in fact say that in my mind, I go it's still eating me up, and I'll be looking for ways to free myself, even if I don't say it.
Exactly. So
the fact that Enzo is saying it just makes him who he is. Yes, I'm quite, even though I don't see any obvious thing he said there, but the fact that he came out and spoke, it shows that he's expressive. Other players are harboring such thing in their mind. I can just observe. Just imagine a player like Estevao thinking of maybe he's regretting coming to Chelsea. And no, you have to be serious, because every player that comes to a particular club, they came for a reason. Chelsea is Chelsea today because of its history. And people love to come to Chelsea because they feel that when they come here, they win trophies. It has been tested and proven. But with the way things are going, I keep asking you, as a human being, as a player, how would you react? How would you react? So I just hope I've answered your question.
Okay. And talking about the players, I said I will pick 2 players out of this stock right now. I'll pick Caicedo. I'll pick Kopama.
Okay.
Is Caicedo and Kopama slowly becoming a shadow of themselves in the team?
Let me start with Caicedo first of all, because Palmer, I don't even know what to say about Palmer right now. But Caicedo is, let's say, I don't know how to start this. Even if he's not in form, Caicedo is not a player that would give you a 4.8 rating in the game. When you say player no dey form at all, like at all, they don't do anything well in a particular match. That is not for where Caicedo is. He will always do his basic duties. But that extra, because we are used to him, giving us that 100% star performance. And he has not been doing that recently. I think for the past, if I should be very honest with you guys, for the past 6 to 7 games, I have not seen the best of Caicedo, to be honest with you. I haven't. And I will put it out there that he's not informed. But regardless of that, he's this type of player that even if he's not informed, he will do the basic things for you.
Exactly.
To tell you that what is happening around the club might be what is eating the guy up. That's how I'll tell you that the fact that Enzo spoke out, even Enzo speaking himself, is freeing himself.
Yes.
He not talking mind.
Anything will happen.
It may happen. But the other people now, like I said, like the way I'm seeing him.
Even Cucurella said it's mine, but just that Cucurella was professional. That's the way they put it. That Cucurella was professional.
Now, Caicedo coming out and saying that he wants to be a legend of the club. Good and fine. I'm not saying they love Chelsea. These boys love Chelsea,
including the Enzo
themselves. But when things are not going well, people will see.
This is people's career.
They want to actually look for a solution when things are not going well. And when the players are not feeling all right, they're not feeling good, they're not feeling motivated, they're not feeling like, okay, we can turn these things around, they're not getting the backing from the owners and the board, it will affect their mood and their performance in the pitch. And if it goes on and goes on, because imagine Caicedo being in a team like Arsenal, being in a team like Man United, being in a team like Man City, even with this lack of form, bro, that guy go ball.
You go ball, why not?
Caicedo at PSG will ball. At Barca will ball. So they will be considering these things. They will obviously be considering them. How do I live since this thing is not working?
The project is looking...
It's not like... Because at the end of the day, they will look at your career, they will judge you. Wait till you do for Chelsea. You should have left Chelsea.
Not be waiting Chelsea do for you.
Not be waiting Chelsea do for you. Nobody will say, oh, during your time, owners did not do this one for you. Owners did not buy quality players. Owners, you are doing rubbish. Nobody will talk about that at the end of your career. They will always ask, what can you present as your laurels or your legacy at the end of your career? That is why when players make these certain decisions for themselves, we should not blame them. We should not blame them. Why are you blaming a player for saying, okay, I want to play here, I want to do this one, I want to do that one? That is for Caicedo. So I just feel like the whole thing that's happening at Chelsea is also affecting his performance in the pitch. For Palmer, I've always used this excuse of injury. I don't know if proper. I don't know what's wrong with Palmer. That's why I said
if you will see his injury.
I don't know what to say about Palmer, to be honest with you, because I don't know if he's positioning, because he
plays as the 10 years.
He was running, was doing everything he can do. I'll still say Palmer is out of form. He hasn't found his rhythm yet, even when he played for England. Because I was trying to compare if maybe what is happening at Chelsea is what is affecting him, maybe the style of play. Baba went to England and he's not playing well. Whereas his other teammates, some of them will go to their various nations. They will play well.
Put up a 5-star performance.
So, but I don't know what's wrong. Palmer is just out of form. And that's why I always say you don't depend on one player. Fine, his experience is good. His quality, that class is there, but you don't depend on him, because the time will come when Baba go fail you.
It's not the Palmer of Pochettino whereby we say, okay, when Palmer is in the game, there's always this hope something can still happen. So, even to score goal, his position in itself is very, very poor. And
moreover, one of his biggest weakness this period is decision making.
Yes.
Palmer before would know when to give a pass. He would know when to shoot or score.
He know when to make runs.
Yes, or plays. But decision making this period has been very, very poor for him. So I don't know what is.
Is he a shadow of himself?
Yes, a shadow of himself. Yes, this season he has been an actual shadow of himself. But for a shadow of himself, he has scored at least 8 goals this season in the Premier League.
No, not Palmer. you know what I know what of that young man.
It's just because of the expectations.
We should leave the GA stuff. The GA stuff. Even though we know that we will still add it, but sometimes Palmer might not play, might not score goal in a match, might not give assist, but you will feel his impact in a game. Imagine we played Port Vale 7-0, if I'm not mistaken. Go and check Palmer's rating in that game. I guess he had the lowest rating in that game.
As the captain.
I think Palmer is shadow of himself. They're pushing for that top 5 hope. Is it realistic or is gone? After losing 3-0 to Man City. And your coach said that we can win, we can ring, I'll change the settings. We learned something new. That's his own slogan now. We learned. every match weekend in the learn something.
How many points is Liverpool topping us with? 6 points.
6 clean points.
Now you have to beg Liverpool to drop. You have to beg them. So you see why all of it I was doing, Chelsea should lose against Man City.
But come to think of it, somebody said something yesterday. I was watching the game. Say, if we go to the Champions League, what are we going to do at the Champions League? Are you going to win it?
We can go for it. Owners can change.
Do you see these owners winning the Champions League?
With the way Chelsea was last season, did you expect Chelsea to even go to the round of 16 from Champions League? All the pundits, what did they predict Chelsea? They predicted that we are going to leave from group stage. They predicted that we live in group stage. So even at our worst, when we play Champions League, we always at least tend to gain respect. You make round of 16 be big name. So it's a necessity. We cannot be
a big team without
playing Thursday night football or watching Friday night football again. It is not part of Chelsea, and it reduces our value. In case you don't know, the Conference League reduces our value a lot. There was a way people were seeing us. Front of shirt sponsor, nobody won't even come again because you're not playing Champions League. What am I coming to give you deal for? And you're asking me to pay so amount.
It's not possible.
It's not possible. Now we made it to the Champions League, and you're telling me that my next season that what we Chelsea go. But even if you're going to carry our whole academy to play the Champions League, let us go. Let us go. That is what keeps your name up there. And for me, it's a necessity. Rosenio at this point in time, I think that should be his priority, and it should be like a deadline for him. If he doesn't make up that Champions League spot, he should be sacked. Because yesterday, I know I used to defend Rosenio very well, but yesterday I was very, very. In fact, I'm not gonna say I had the verse for him. I would say I was pitying him. Because this man is clueless. He was clueless yesterday.
Che, God, see.
No,
finally,
yesterday for the match, that particular match. Because, you know what I'm saying? So, in the first half, Chelsea played brilliantly. At some point, I felt like, we had a chance in this game.
Maybe he would have come up with something tactical.
From the 50th minute, when Man City was, holding the ball much, pressing you.
Man City was still. It's more like Man City played the same thing they played in his first half.
What did you do as a coach? I know that we don't have bench, but you don't even need to do bench. You can change the tactics. You guys get on the ball more. Look for something. Get on the ball more. Move the ball more further. Tempt Man City and push them back. You are playing at your home. You don't be like. In fact, it was so obvious that the momentum of the players dropped. I don't know what happened in that first half.
I don't even know what happened in the dressing room.
That person fight or what, or maybe there was something. It was so obvious, and you just showed how clueless. I will still use that word again. Was. You showed how clueless he was.
I never liked England coaches.
And I'm saying it again. If he doesn't make top 4, if he doesn't make top 5. Because at least that is the top 5 is the much more realistic. If he doesn't make top 5, he should be sacked because.
Sorry. What was the need? What was the need now? Like, I don't like England. Even England don't even like to use their own people as coach. Why they will go hire German person?
I think the last time an England coach even won the Premier League, I think it was in the 90s.
I don't think they have won the Premier League. An England man have won the Premier League.
Or successful. Let me use the word being successful because. England coach we win World Cup for England 1966. Wow.
Anyhow, let's just see how everything plays out. You can drop your thoughts at the comment section. We'll be back here for the Champions League preview and prediction. Thank you very much. I remind you, Boy Peters.
And my name is Big Dave.